Now, many of you might have noticed there's one package we have not used. Which package? Body parser. Body parser. I like to sing the... Yes. In a prior life, I was an altar boy when I was younger, so I'm very good at choir songs. If you want to hear my voice, too bad. Not happening. Not here, it's the wrong place and time. Below the app.use log or dev, type in app.use body capital parser.json. What does that do? That means that anytime somebody issues a post request, we can get their post on the request object that comes with every request. Don't know what that means? You shouldn't. I'll explain it in a second. It doesn't make sense until you actually use it. So do not worry. Okay? Then, below this, you're going to type app.use body capital parser.url encoded. And that's a function. Inside that function, you give it an object that says extended false. Oh my God, what the heck is going on? I don't know what this does. Don't worry. It's way less important that you know what it does, way more important than you know how it does it, or like how to use it. Basically what this does is it gives the server access to user input. That's really all you need to know. And it passes info through a URL. And it's encoded. That's all this does. Now, if you don't know what that means, again, it does not matter that much if you know what this means. It matters so much more as you know how to use it. Okay? So now, getting back to Kiana's question, why? Why would I need to do this? What does all this do if I'm just giving up HTML pages? Why? ¿Por qué? Here's why. Let's take in some user input. In our home.ejs, instead of saying homepage, let's call this gift giver app. And then below that, let's create a text area. Let's have a paragraph say, enter your friends here separated by a comma or something. I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a list of friends separated by a comma, and I'm going to pair them up with each other and make a little Secret Santa or like gift giver app or whatever you want to call this. So all of the logic, Kiana, rests in the server because no one can change your server code. Server code is secure. No one can access your server code. So all of the logic that makes your app is composed inside your server.js file. Now this text area, let's give it a name. Name of user input. Usually I would give it a much better name. Something like friends, or something that tells me what it is. But actually, you know what? I'll go with friends. That's fine for now. Cool? And then I'm going to save this file. So if I refresh the page, I now have a gift giver app. Enter your friends here separated by a comma. I can enter in my friends in there. Now, those are not my friends. Those are a random series of characters and letters. But this is where I can start to add stuff to my app. And now that I can take user input, I need a way to handle that user input. Cool? To handle the user input, I need to turn this text area into a form. So right above the text area, I'm going to say form. And I'm going to put that form after the text area also. Now we have GET requests, but let's talk about the next kind of request. Does anyone know what the other kind of request is? You have GET requests where you get data from website, and where you can post data to a website. Think of posting a picture to Facebook, posting a picture to Instagram, posting a status update. What post means, it's totally okay. That was some fantastic music to keep me going, hyping me up. So inside the form, we're going to say action equals slash, so that it sends it to the index page. Method equals post, so it knows that we're posting to the index page. And then right below that, we need a button with a type equals submit. And that button's going to say submit, because I'm creative. Save it. And watch what happens when you click the submit button. I'll leave this for a second so you all can, you know what? I'm gonna paste this code into Slack and then I'll move from there. Before I do anything though, let's just click submit and see what happens, by the way. If I refresh this and I come down here and I enter in me, you, them, submit. Cannot post. And look down here. I get a 404 for my post request and it says cannot post. What did we do last time we got a response like this? We went back to the server and what did we do? We created a route. That's exactly what we're going to do again. Yes, Sophia. Server.js. Right below the app.get. Let's run an app.post to the home page. Function, request, response. And this time, all I'm going to do is console.log the request.body. The request.body is what body parser allows us to access. It attaches all of the information that the user posts to the body of our request. Now what that means is we can gain access to the information the user inputs whenever they click submit. So if I save this and I restart my server, and I again preview my live running app, and I enter in some information, me, you, them, us, somebody else, Shakira, and click submit, I now see all of that information in my request.body. And now I have access to everything I need. What is the key that the request.body is stored under? Can you read it from there? I know it's kind of small on your screen. In my console, what is the key here that holds all the information? What's it called? Friends. Why is it called friends? That's what I gave the name to that text area. Friends. So anything they enter into the text area, I now have access to. So let's go ahead and write a post request that shuffles them up and pairs them together. Shall we? You ready? Now this, I actually don't know how I'm going to do this yet, so I'm going to do it on the fly. Go ahead and time me. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to write this post request, and I'm going to see if I can turn this into an app in 5 minutes. How's that sound? Anyone got a timer? I'm going to save this here, and then I'm going to do it in the next video.